Welcome back to the hot seat here on the UniTec YouTube digital media channel. Today, a special counselors edition. We've invited all the cool counselors from all of our sending schools to come to UniTec today to learn more about the classes and programs that we have here. And a couple years ago, we did one of these for the good Ken Halter, a retiring counselor from Central High School. And we knew that this was Carla Gibbs' last year, and we thought this would be a perfect opportunity to get her on camera today. How are you, Mrs. Gibbs?
I'm great. How are you, Jason?
I'm great. Are you, I guess question number one, are you ready for retirement?
I am ready. 76 days.
70? Oh, not like you're counting or anything.
Yes, I'm
Very,
ready.
very good. So when did the education career start?
So I guess 1993, I started as a teacher's aide.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I've done it all. I've taught, I've done counseling, I've done like small group intervention stuff. So yeah, 30 years, that's a long time. So
And what districts have you worked in?
I started my career at Potosi,
Mm-hmm.
and then I worked at Farmington for a really long time, probably about, I think 23 of those 30 were at Farmington. And then this is my 5th year at Fredericktown.
Great. And you and the husband, I guess, were a package deal, like a big off-season signing for Fredericktown?
Actually, he was already there, but
Oh, okay.
He called me. This job came open pretty late in the year, actually, and I didn't have a lot of time to think about it, which was good because I really had roots in Farmington.
Right.
But man, I've loved it at Fredericktown. It's a great place to work. So.
Fantastic. And you've also done a lot of work at Mineral Area College.
Mm-hmm.
You have prepared a lot of people in the industry.
Yes, I do, and I really enjoyed that, teaching adults. I wouldn't mind doing that, more of that after I retire, but I enjoyed that. I had this one student, though. He was terrible.
Yeah?
He never turned in his work. He had terrible classroom discussions.
Yeah? And let me guess, he's teaching right now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the craziest part.
He's talking to me right now.
Yeah. Did I not turn in my work? I don't remember we had work.
No,
to turn in.
I'm just kidding. He was a great student. Jason was a great student.
And I loved your class because you brought in a lot of professionals from the industry, and we got to ask them questions and really get a feel for what we were getting into. And then you also taught, yeah, absolutely. And you also taught my wife,
I did,
who was
Taylor, too, yeah.
pregnant at the time. So you got to deal with a pregnant version of my wife, which is always fun.
She's delightful. Taylor's
Absolutely,
delightful.
she is. Absolutely. But you've influenced a lot of teachers in the industry, haven't you?
I guess. I think so. I hope so.
All right, so we've established your educational path and what you've done. Let's get to know Mrs. Gibbs a little more on a personal level. What was the last book that you read?
Oh, the last book I read was fantastic. It was called Demon Copperhead, and it's by Barbara Kingsolver. And it was about a kid who was about the age of the kids I counsel and all these hardships that he had gone through. And like, I wasn't ready for it to be over. You know, I read a ton of books, and so getting attached to these character stuff told me it was a really good book. So, Demon Copperhead, fantastic book.
Highly recommend.
Highly
What is a book that you would not recommend for people to read?
Okay, this is going to make a lot of people mad.
Uh-oh.
I hate Colleen Hoover.
Yeah, we're getting some
People
reactions
love
from the
Colleen
crowd.
Hoover. I cannot read her books. I do not like them. So, yeah. So, and I've only read 2. The one I read was Verity. It was terrible. So. Sorry. I know there's a lot of Colleen Hoover fans. But
So you won't be reading a third?
I will not be reading another one. No.
Okay. Who are some people that you previously worked with that maybe have retired before you that you really enjoyed working with? Kind of give some shout outs to some of those folks.
Oh, gosh. Put me on the spot.
I know, right?
So when I worked at Farmington Middle School, I had a principal, Dorothy Winslow. Got really close with her. She was amazing. I learned a lot from her about how important it is to put kids first. So I really enjoyed working with her.
Very good. Let's talk a little bit about your husband. I know a lot
Let's
of people.
do that.
Let's talk about put all the pressure squarely on him. He is an official, and I think he's one of the best officials around. But sometimes parents might disagree.
I would, concur with that. Yes.
What is a funny story or maybe something that was said about your husband that you overheard while you were in the stands during a game?
Well, this happens. He doesn't rep the Central Christmas Tournament anymore because he's so known in this area. So I do remember a lot of, come on, Gibby, from the stands when I was at the Central Christmas Tournament. I try not to go watch him ref much because that is kind of hard. Like I did all those years when he coached and had to listen. So I don't do that too much, but yeah, I did hear a lot of that. People, when they know him, they can call your name and tell you, shape up out there. Doing a lousy job. Come on, Gibby.
What's it like having him as a boss?
Well, it's okay because typically the counselor and the principal, like, they work together a lot.
So it's just like a marriage.
Problem solve. Yeah, we do a lot of problem solving. So, but I do defer to him at work.
At work, but not at home. I love the expression.
I know. I can't wait for him to see this. But I do. No, it's we've made it work. I was skeptical if it would. But it's not bad. Yeah, we do a lot of collaboration, that's a lot easier than if he were like evaluating me and my other principal does my evaluations. So.
Okay, so that works out pretty well. Excellent, very, very good. 2 daughters.
Sydney's 24.
Oh wow, that's
she lives in St. Charles and teaches dance.
Great.
Yeah, she has a dance degree.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lauren is 19. She goes to Mac.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I remember, one was a little more sporty, one was a little more dancey.
Yep. Mm-hmm. The oldest one was the dancer. The younger one was the volleyball player.
So which did you enjoy more, sitting through a dance recital or a volleyball tournament?
Well, the dance recitals were not as often. I did, I could go watch her dance. Also, she danced in high school. Mm-hmm. I didn't mind volleyball so much, but track.
Yeah.
That's going to make a lot of people mad, too, but track meets are
long, and they can be very cold.
Yeah, and
very hot.
And she threw, so she'd throw for 15 seconds and then have to wait 2 hours for her to throw it. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
So I kind of prefer the dance a little bit more, so.
Yeah,
But I loved volleyball, too. So.
Excellent. Very, very good. What is your best dish to cook at home? What are you known for?
I actually won an award this year for my chili.
Great.
We had a chili cook-off at work, and I won a cute apron, so
nice.
I'm going to say chili.
What makes your chili special? Is there like a certain ingredient? Is it spicy? Is it sweet? What do you do?
I think the meat. I have a lot of meat in my chili.
Yes, that's always a plus.
Because there's a lot of meat, and people like substance for their chili. So,
give me a TV show that you've binge watched recently.
Oh, The Crown.
The Crown.
Love The Crown.
So
Harry and Meghan, I'm into all that too. So.
Yeah. So have you listened to the biography that just got released?
No, I have not. I'm going to when I get my next Audible credit. That's the one I'm getting. So.
Yeah, I've heard the wife play that in the background, and I'm not. I could care less about the royal family, but it's very interesting.
I didn't really care about it much until I watched The Crown, and then I was like, there's so much history, and so yeah, that's the last one that I watched several episodes of. So.
If somebody made a movie about your life, what actress would play you?
Jason, no. I'm trying to think of an actress that I really like. I don't know.
Any suggestions from the crowd?
Oh, gosh.
Let's see what they throw at you.
No,
I think everybody's being nice because they realize they might be in this spot next year.
Exactly.
Or the year after
I completely forgot you did this to Ken, or I might have not,
Might not have showed up today, right?
Might not have, yeah.
Ghosts, aliens, neither or both. What do you believe in?
I would say ghosts, maybe, a little.
Ghosts, a little?
Mm-hmm.
Not on board with aliens?
Not really, no.
Okay. What kind of vehicle did you drive in high school?
I drove a gold Buick Skylark.
Ooh.
And the top, you know how they used to have those cloth tops?
Yes.
Like hung down. It would get stuck in my big hair. So that was my first car ever.
Nice. Best concert you ever went to?
I've been to a lot of concerts. I would say Brad Paisley.
Brad Paisley.
Yeah, he played forever.
Mm-hmm.
Played a long time. Some people only play for a little while, and I just really think he's awesome. I like him, but it was a great concert. It was long, and he's super talented. So that'd probably be it.
Yeah. Favorite all-time movie, something that if you see it on or you just have some time to kill, it's like a go-to.
Remember the Titans.
Why Remember the Titans?
I don't know. I just really like it. I could remember when it first came out. It's got fantastic music. I know practically every line. It's a neat story. It's a great story about, acceptance, and so I really like that one.
I know that New Year's Eve is a big deal in the Gibbs house. It's a big holiday. What was your favorite New Year's Eve, and where were you, and what did you do?
We actually went to on Y2K, like 2000, which was a long time ago. Some of you were probably like 4 or 5, but we had a big celebration at this place in St. Louis, and all my extended family was there, and it was just a really fun thing. So, but I also like to stay in on New Year's Eve too. A lot of times we hang out with our friends and play games and stuff. So we stay off the roads if we can. So.
Yeah. Oh, always a good idea. Mm-hmm. All right, we end every hot seat segment with this question: if you were a sophomore getting ready to become a junior, what program would you be most interested in here at UniTec?
That's hard because there's so many cool ones. Well, I know I love nurses, but I know it's not health services. I don't think I could be a nurse.
It's okay to say this one.
I just don't know if I have any talent for this one or not. But honestly, I'm going to have to say it would be the pathways to teaching. Honestly, ever since I was a junior in high school.
So you knew what you wanted to do.
Teacher.
Wow,
yeah, so that's probably
great.
what it would have been. I probably would have really enjoyed that, actually, getting to come over and do that. So.
Absolutely. And Ann McNamara is one of the best teachers around. She
really
is so
good.
thorough and really does a great job preparing these students.
She definitely does.
Well, Carla, you did fantastic. You can take a big, deep breath. And thanks so much for joining us here today on the hot seat.
Okay, thank you.
All right, that's Carla Gibbs. A big round of applause. Part of our counselor series, counselor at Fredericktown High School, and she's joining us here today. Please like and subscribe for more fun videos.